Hey everybody, this is myafterschooltoys.com and my name is Ryan with another toy review for you. And today we're going to be talking about vintage G.I. Joe figures. I've got an email on my website that's asked why I don't do more G.I. Joe, and there really isn't a reason. I've got tons of G.I. Joes in the vault. I have over 100 complete of the vintage figures. So what I thought I'd do today is just pull out one from each of the best decades of G.I. Joe. So I got one from 83, 84, and 85. And we'll just kind of look at those, and then maybe if you guys like them, I can do more figures. If you have a request, you can leave it below, and I can do a little review of those figures as well. So, and that goes with any toys. If you have anything that you like from your childhood growing up and you want to see a review on that, go ahead and leave a message, and I can get a review up for it. So, let's start with 1983 Snow Job. And this is one of my favorites because of all the accessories that he came with. So let's take up a close-up look here at his face. His beard with his goggles. I always thought he kind of looked like Chuck Norris with that red beard. But there's a close-up of his face. And then you can see his backpack as well. Oops, one of his little ski poles fell off. There you go. His skis fit nicely on the back. And then there was actually little clips on the side that held the ski poles. Like that. He's got his rifle. Kind of a cross-country type of athlete. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and take him off of his stand here and put on his skis. Take off the poles. Remove his gun. And you see on the backpack there's two holes to hold the skis on. There we go. They fit nicely on his feet. I realize a white background is probably not the best for this particular figure, but he's supposed to be for the snow, so that'll work. There you go. And then we'll put his ski poles in like that. And like that. And he is all set up. So there you go. So that is the 1983 Snow Job. I really like this figure. I mean, you know, he's a compelling figure in the cartoon and in the comic. And with all the accessories, he was just a lot of fun. This is actually kind of a hard to find one when I was a child growing up. It sold quickly off the shelves, at least in my area. So there is Snow Job. Okay, so that's 1983. Now let's pull out one from 1984. And that is my man Mutt and Junkyard. And here was another hard to find figure growing up when I was a kid in my area. Everybody wanted it. Seems like a lot of people I talk to about vintage G.I. Joes always say the same thing, and that's that they love the ones that came with the animals because it was kind of like getting two figures at once. So there is Mutt with Junkyard. We'll get a close-up of Junkyard. There we go. I'm assuming he was a Rottweiler. He's got the brown belly and the leash. And then we get a close-up look at Mutt here, and he's wearing his mask that kind of mimics a dog muzzle as well, but it could also be like a gas mask. We'll pull that down, get a good look at his face here. And then, of course, he came with his pistol with a silencer. And then he came also with this little billy club that you could put in his hand. We'll turn him around and get a look at the back here. Just like that. I really like this figure. I don't know. He'd probably be in my top 10 figures as far as vintage G.I. Joe goes. Just because he was hard to get and he was a fun character. He was kind of a hothead meanie. But, you know, he was a lot of fun with his dog. And I may eventually do a review of just G.I. Joes with their pets because there were so many of them. And that'll be a kind of fun one. So if you guys like to see that, go ahead and leave me a message or leave me an email on the website. There we go. So that's 1984. So let's go ahead and skip to 1985 and the man himself that we all know and love. And that is Snake Eyes with Timber. And all of us that grew up in the 80s and watched G.I. Joe remember the series when he first got Timber, and we all wanted this figure because of Timber the Wolf. He was great in the cartoon, kind of instantly became a companion with Snake Eyes when he had the radioactivity and helped him out. And then he stayed along as his companion. We'll take a little closer look here. Oops. As I knock Snake Eyes down and he strikes a cool kung fu pose. Karate, excuse me, not kung fu. Alright. And there is Timber the Wolf. He's got a nice little mean snarl on his face. Like that. I liked it that he was in tack mode. It was always fun to kind of send him in after a Cobra figure when you were playing. And then we'll look at Snake Eyes himself here. He, of course, has his sword and his Uzi. Good detailing on his face and his little grenade pack on the front. We'll turn him around here. And there you can see his backpack. And then there's a little section here on the side to hold his sword. So, a very cool figure. So, those are my G.I. Joe figures from 1983, 1984, 1985. Like I said, I have a ton of them. So, if there's a specific figure you'd like to see reviewed or placed up here or any other toy, please leave me a message down below or go ahead and visit our website at myafterschooltoys.com. That's myafterschooltoys.com, and leave me a message or an email, or you can go to our Facebook page at After School Toys and also leave me a message there. And I will try to get up that toy review as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and until next time, we'll see you later.